It's the building that was opened the year the franchise became known as the Titans. Welcome to Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. Today, we're keeping it all here in the AFC South. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the shotgun, it's Jones. They're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. He picks up 28 on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Play action now with Jones. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Right side, this is wheeled in by Warren. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Looks like they're going option keeper on 1st and 10. He's denied the score as they finally get him down at the 1. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it, 1st and goal. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. All right, partner, one drive in, and we can say it. This guy's been perfect. 4 passes, no incompletions, and that touchdown to end it.
And you and I both know that incompletion will come eventually. It might not arrive for a while, man. That offense was humming on the opening drive, and they can't wait for their second bite.
That one splits the uprights. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Returning it from the 4. Jukes one defender. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Titans to the line now. 1st and 10. The first carry here for Tony Pollard. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
At the 26-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Ward off the play fake. That's brought in by Calvin Ridley. It almost as he caught it. Does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
First and 10.
I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. Intended target was Calvin Ridley. So it'll be second down.
That's a very quick trigger, and the hurried throw was much tougher to complete. He may have rushed that one thinking the pressure was just about to get to him in the pocket.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's second and 10. Ward, a quick throw, complete. And won't find much there as it reaches the 41. Making a stop that time, Nick Cross.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 6.
The Colts adding a man to the secondary here. Third down coming up. Again, Ward going to the air. And the Colts get to him. He goes down. And they're staring at a fourth down now after that sack.
A loss of 10 yards.
Hey, third down, I get it. Give your quarterback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. But it can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
Punt coming now from the Titans on this fourth down. On comes Johnny Hekker. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. And the end of that return, Brock, also brings us to the end of our first quarter. 1 quarter down in this all-AFC South contest. 7-0 is our score. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. They got this after forcing a punt at the end of one. Pistol now for Jones. Cut out left. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Second down carry for Taylor. And he's brought down at the 30, right near that line of gain.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
Here we go, goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Jones running sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line, no gain.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Jones out the play action. It's a completion to Michael Pittman Jr. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be first down, Colts.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First down throw by Jones. He takes it himself. And they bring him to a halt right at that midfield strike. Arden Key there for the stop.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Oh, they're on it, but he's dropped again. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
On 3rd and long, it's Jones. Going with the screen to Taylor. And And he gets a gain of 9, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Colts going to kick this away now on 4th, and it's Rigoberto Sanchez on for the punt. And that's well into the end zone, so a missed chance to stick them near the goal line. Instead, they're going to have the ball at the 20. The Titans offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. First call here coming from the shotgun. Off the play fake, here's Ward. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Into the hands of Tyler Lockett. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10. Shotgun snap now to Ward. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kenny Moore with the pick. And the Colts take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. On first down, Jones. The throw right side finds Pittman. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here's first and 10 from the 34. Play fake, Jones. Left side into the hands of Warren. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 31. He keeps it and takes off. And Jones slides down with enough to move those chains. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Give them an even 10 yards on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. Stays in the pocket, and he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Kate, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on first down, but there was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to second.
Here's second and 10 from the 21. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Jones is hit, he fumbles it. But I believe somebody on the Colts got to it first. They're luckily hanging on to the football. Timeout Indianapolis, that's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's third and long. To throw, here's Jones. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. Tennessee calling its second timeout now. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Fourth down.
The Colts are going to turn to their kicker, Spencer Schrader, for the field goal try. From the left hash, this is from 47. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
We hear it every single week, Kate, when we talk to these special teams coaches, frankly, the whole team and head coaches, how important just that momentum is coming into break and heading out of break. Well, that was job well done. Mission accomplished to score before the end of half.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Fielded at the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Titans offense headed out just before halftime. And with field position and the clock against them, probably not going to see anything of substance here before halftime. Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. The Titans call their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So here's the Tennessee offense getting ready to start our third quarter. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Tennessee to the line, first and 10. Stuck this one on the ground with Pollard. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Again, a run with Pollard. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Quiddy Pay there to take him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
What's going to throw here on third? That one's caught by Jefferson. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Titans will have a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And nothing was going to help him escape that. He gets hit for a loss. Second down coming up.
QB runs could be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
All right, here we go. Second down. From the gun, it's Ward. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Now they send their back in motion right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Short pass brought in, and this one doesn't go far.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. Ward's going to throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tried getting it to Tyler Lockett, and they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
And there won't be a return on this one. It's out of bounds, and the mark looks to be at about the 16-yard line. The Colts ready to take the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. Juke the defender. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Gets this one to Pierce. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Zone read handoff to Taylor. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Indianapolis.
So we're through 3 here. It's the Colts who hold the lead. Not a big one, though. Trying to carry this one through the final whistle. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Taylor again. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? He can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Back to Taylor on 2nd down. Home to the right. And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards. But the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts take a 3-possession lead.
Titans, nothing.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. We'll get another look at this Tennessee offense. The opportunity to win this game is, well, it's long gone, Brock. They're down to their last opportunities now to avoid the shutout as well. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Ward now. Completed over the middle. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First down throw here for Ward. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And he will slide down just a little bit shy of getting that first down, but better to avoid the hit. Smart play there, and that's going to set up 2nd and 1 at most.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
From the 44 here on 2nd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now it's 3rd and short. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
10 at the 35-yard line.
They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing now on 1st down. Ward. Has it at the 7. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans get it back to within 2 possessions.
Every touchdown's got its own story, but for me, Kate, that one's all about courage. Courage of that receiver to run all the way across the field. Courage of the quarterback to know it's going to take a little extra time. That courage paid dividends for 6.
Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Titans cut the lead down to 10.
Colts 17, Titans 7.
Still down a couple of scores after that. They're going to set up for the onside kick. And the Colts are able to bring in the kick. Then he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
Dukes out a one stop. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Oliver with the return. So now here comes the Titans on offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. They've got first down from the 31. Throwing from the gun. That's going to be caught. Tony Pollard. And he's going to be out of bounds after just like about a yard there. Second down coming up.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Gonna throw this one. Ward. He's able to hit Ridley. Complete. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
1st and 10 here. Ward. Okonkwo brings it in. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's another Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Get out of here with a W.
Again, Ward going to the air. They're setting up the screen. It's Pollard. And it's a gain of 5 as we've reached our 2-minute warning.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap now to Ward. Now he takes it. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
At the 22-yard line.
They've got a man in motion. To the air with Ward. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Trying again following the sack. He's going to tuck it and run. And he's going to slide in safely after a gain of about 9. Productive effort there, but it does still bring up 3rd down. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Ninth play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Ward setting up to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Titans call their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
At the 15-yard line.
Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. Another try following the sack. much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had two choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Touchdown or bust for him here as they set up for 3rd and goal. Warren setting the pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now they're left with 4th and goal. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans get it back to within 2 possessions. Tyler Lockett, the touchdown. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Well, time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. And that's covered up by the Colts, and that should be our final highlight from this one. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. The Colts offense set to head out. And even after giving up the late touchdown, Brock, still a 2-score game, so you should expect them to be in that victory formation in just a few moments.
You should, but, you know, I just picture Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, the greats in this game, right, over the last few decades. You know, they grinded down every second, never took anything for granted. You gotta finish it all the way down to double zeros.
So it's the Colts who come away with a win on the road. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but playing against a division rival, oh, it always feels so much better dealing them one in the L column.
These are the teams that know you best, Kate, but also the ones that you know best. So yes, it is just a little bit sweeter when you take care of business in your own division.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say goodbye from Nashville.